Céad Míle Fáilte. Welcome to the Treasured Tales of Ireland, a place where you can come and listen to the many myths, legends, folk tales, and fairy tales of the Emerald Isle as a way to keep the stories of old alive. My name is MyLinda Butterworth, and I will be your teller of tales. I hope you will join me each week for new tales, and if you enjoy my work, then like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss an episode, and check out all other playlists for more tales. Before we start, you should note that if you are using the closed caption feature of this video, many Irish names don't sound the way they look, and we've made every attempt to say them properly. Now, let's get started. Today, we continue with the stories of the ever-living living ones, part 8 of 15, Manannan, episode 15. Now, as to Manannan the Proud, son of Lear, after he had made places for the rest of the Tuatha Danann to live in, he went away out of Ireland himself. And some say he was dead, and that he had got his death by Danann of the Red Edge in battle. And it is what they said, that the battle was fought at Magh Cuileen, and that Manannan was buried standing on his feet. And no sooner was he buried than a great lake burst up and under his feet in the place that was a red bog till that time. And the lake got the name of Loch Orbishan from one of the names of Manannan. And it was said that Red Bog was glad, and many women were sorry at that battle. But he had many places of living, and he was often heard of in Ireland after. It was he sent a messenger to Eton, mother of Conor of the High King, the time she was hidden in the cowherd's house. And it was he brought up Deirdre's children and Evan of the apple trees. And it was said of that place, a house of peace is the house of the she of Evan. And it was he taught Diarmid of Fianna the use of weapons. And it was he taught Magh Cuileen the use of Gaebulg. And some say it was he was Deirdre's father, and that he brought Cruhor number 10, king of Ulster, to the place she was hidden, and he running with the appearance of a hare before the hounds of the men of Ulster to bring them there. And it is what they say, that the time Cruhor had brought the sons of Uisne to Macha, and could not come at them to kill them because of their bravery. It was to Manannan he went for help, and Manannan said he would give him no help, for he had told him at the time he brought Deirdre away that she would be the cause of the breaking up of his kingdom, and he took her away in spite of him. But Cruhor asked him to put blindness for a while on the sons of Uisne, or the whole army would be destroyed with their blows. So, after a while, he consented to that. And when the sons of Uisne came out again against the army of Ulster, the blindness came on them. And it was at one another they struck, not seeing who was near them, and it was by one another's hands they fell. But more say, Manannan had no hand in it, and that it was Cathvad, the druid, put a sea about them, and brought them to their death by his enchantments. And some say Cuileen, the smith, that gave his name to Magh Cuileen afterwards, was Manannan himself, for he had many shapes. Anyway, before Cuileen came to Ulster, he was living in the island of Folga, that was one of Manannan's places. And one time before Cruhor came into the kingdom, he went to ask advice of the druid, and the druid bade him to go to the island of Folga and to ask Cuileen the smith if he could find there to make arms for him. So Cruhor did so, and the smith promised to make a sword and spear and shield for him. And while he was working at them, Cruhor went out one morning early to walk on the strand. And there he saw a sea woman asleep on the shore, and he put bonds on her in her sleep, the way she would not make her escape. But when she awoke and saw what had happened, she asked him to set her free. "I am Tiavol," she said, "one of the queens of the sea. And bid Cuileen," she said, "that is making your shield for you to put my likeness on it and my name about it. And whenever you will go into battle with that shield, the strength of your enemies will lessen, and your own strength and the strength of your people will increase." So Cruhor let her go, and bade the smith do as she had told him. And when he went to Ireland, he got the victory wherever he brought that shield. And he sent for Cuileen then, and offered him a place on the plains of Moitem Na, and whether he was or was not Manannan, it is likely he gave Cuileen good teaching the time he stopped with him there after killing his great dog. Manannan had good hounds one time, but they went hunting after a pig that was destroying the whole country and making a desert of it. And they followed it till they came to a lake. And there it turned on them, and no hound of them escaped alive, but they were all drowned or maimed. And the pig made for an island then, that got the name of Mucinous, the pig's island afterwards. And the lake got the name of Loch Con, the lake of the hounds. And it was through Manannan, the wave of Tuatha, one of the three great waves of Ireland, got its name. And this is the way that happened. There was a young girl of the name of Tug, a fosterling of Conor, the High King, was reared in Tiaur, and a great company of the daughters of the kings of Ireland were put about her to protect her, the way she would be kept for a king's asking. But Manannan sent for Fir Diad of the Tuatha Danann, that was a pupil of his own, and a druid in the shape of a woman of his own household, and he went where Tug was, and sang a spell sleep over her, and brought her away to Inverglass. And there he laid her down while he went looking for a boat, that he might bring her away in her sleep to the land of the ever-living women. But a wave of the flood tide came over the girl, and she was drowned. And Manannan killed Ferdiad in his anger. And one time, Manannan's cows came up out of the sea at Bald Crowan, 3 of them, a red and a white and a black. And the people that were there saw them standing on the strand for a while, as it were thinking, and then they all walked up together, side by side from the strand. And at that time there were no roads in Ireland, and there was great wonder on the people when they saw a good wide road ready before the 3 cows to walk on. And when they got about a mile from the sea, they parted. The white cow went to the northwest, towards Lumna, and the red cow went to the southwest, and on the round of the coast of Ireland, and the black cow went to the northeast, towards Lismore, in the district of Port Lorga. And a road opened before each of them, and that is to be seen to this very day. And some say it was Manannan went to Finn and the Fianna in the form of Gilead de Care, the bad servant, and brought them away to the land under wave. Anyway, he used often to go hunting, and with them now on Croc Anya, and sometimes he came to their help. And here is where I end my tale for today. But I'll be back with more tales, many more tales. Until then, my friends, enjoy the journey. Slán go fóill. Bye for now. If you enjoyed this story, please give us a thumbs up and comment. It truly helps us.